Hey, don't forget your oil. Did you leave your oil out? Okay. Y'all thought I was talking to somebody else. No, I am talking to you, creative. Have you been without oil? So on Saturdays and Sundays, I am going to produce the type of content where we're talking about rest and we are talking about light. So let there be light. I'm going to go ahead and go to Genesis 1 verses 1 through 3. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was formless and empty. Darkness was on the surface of the deep, and God's spirit was hovering over the surface of the waters. God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. I'm going to John chapter 1, reading verses 1 through 5. In the beginning, we're talking about the beginning, the same beginning, was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same was in the beginning with God. All things were made through him. Without him, nothing was made that has been made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness hasn't overcome it. In some translation says, hasn't comprehended it. And what does that even mean? The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness hasn't comprehended it. The darkness can't do anything to the light. Light actually splits the darkness. Remember, in the beginning, everything was already formless. It was empty. It was void of anything. But God spoke. He said, "Let there be light," and there was light. What are we giving light to today? I want you to think about this chapter that's in Matthew chapter 25, where this account of these foolish virgins and some wise virgins. Now we know we on this creative wisdom tip, so I know you got your oil. I know you got your oil. That's the whole point of what we're doing, right? So that we can have God's light leading, guiding us, right? So Matthew 25 verses 1 through 13 says, "Then the kingdom of heaven will be like 10 virgins who took their lamps and went out to meet the bridegroom. 5 of them were foolish and 5 were wise. Those who were foolish, when they took their lamps, took no oil with them, but the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. Now while the bridegroom delayed, they all slumbered and slept. But at midnight there was a cry, 'Behold, the bridegroom is coming. Come out to meet him.' Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. The foolish said to the wise, 'Give us some of your oil, for our lamps are going out.' But the wise answered, saying, 'What if there isn't enough for us and you? You go rather to those who sell and buy for yourselves.' While they went away to buy, the bridegroom came, and those who were ready went in with him to the wedding feast, and the door was shut. Afterward, the other virgins also came, saying, 'Lord, Lord, open to us.' But he answered, 'Most certainly I tell you, I don't know you. Watch therefore, for you don't know the day nor the hour in which the Son of Man is coming.'" What does this mean to our creative endeavors and what we are actually doing and how we are living, right? Are you called to do this? And if you're called to do this, do you got your oil? Do you got your light? Do you got your lamp? And if not, do you know how to get it? It's found in his word. Proverbs chapter 7, verses 1 through 3. "My son, keep my words. Lay up my commandments within you. Keep my commandments and live. Guard my teaching as the apple of your eye. Bind them on your fingers. Write them on the tablet of your heart." Why do you need this word? If you look at the rest of Proverbs 7, you'll see what started happening for the young person, or the person, I don't know how old they were, but it sounded like a younger person who did not follow wisdom, that went out, that committed some things and did some things. What does that mean for us as creatives? Remember, I said I wanted to bring and see, let us look at what light is on Sundays. And as I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking that the foolish virgins, they didn't have any oil. So they didn't have any creative power. The oil is produced when you allow that word to process in your life. Right? We create with our words because we were made in his image. So he created, when he said, let there be light, and there was light. He was able to bring that. And so when we read his word, we get to create with the word of God. We get to create by looking at his thoughts. So we have creative power in our thoughts and words when we use his thoughts towards us and his word. We get to frame our world, and we get to see his revelation in his word, and we get to turn on the light because he turned on the light. So what I mean by that, I saw so much in his word that gave me answers because I sought him in prayer. I mean, when you seek him in prayer, right, that's part of where that oil comes in at. And he literally, his light orders us into the counsel of his will, right? It brings us into the counsel of his will because his word is a light. His word is a lamp unto our feet and a light unto our path. Or, y'all, I don't know why I always get that mixed up. It's Psalm 119, 105. And I really want to quote it right. I don't know why I always say, okay, your word is a lamp to my feet. Yeah. Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light for my path. This is in the WEB Bible. Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light for my path. So the foolish virgins, they had no oil. They had no oil, right? They had no oil to put in their lamp. So even though all of them were slumbered, they were sleeping, the foolish virgins, because they did not have the oil, they missed him. And the wise virgins, they knew not to lend. They knew not to lend to the foolish ones because they were like, you should have had it. But that is all, y'all. I think I'm going to wrap up with that. I want you to keep that in mind as you go about and you think about the next creative thing that you are doing and you are speaking, let there be light.